Okay, test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Ugh. Okay. Go. Oh, crap, that's right. I didn't set it up. Oh, I forgot to do something. Crap. Nope, didn't work. Okay, cool. Yeast? No work? That didn't work. Okay. Oh, we'll do it like that then. Fine. Game. No, normal. Oh. Yeah, sure. I see.
At the moment of birth, each of us is as free as a bird, with not a single restraint tying us down. But with age come the varied shackles that bind, clipping away at our wings, feather by feather. In time, we long for a return to the freedom we once knew. But the truth is, we can return to those days whenever we so choose.
Is this weather perfect or what? The brisk ocean breeze, the wide open sea, smells like a new journey on our horizon. I gotta say, I'm glad I took you up on your offer, Adel. Being stranded on Asteria for so long was really getting to me.
Oh, shit.
Don't you feel at least a little sad?
Oh,
I'll
Kristen.
admit, it does kinda hurt to leave without repaying all the good that Goban's done for me. But even he started saying that I should get out there and see more of the world. That was right about the time when you invited me along on your travels.
Adel! Dogi! So this is where you two were. My, I never dared dream I'd get to see the actual ocean in person. Even now, it's difficult to believe a vessel this large is capable of floating upon its waves. What manner of sorcery is this?
Sorcery.
I guess this is all one big culture shock for someone born and raised on
Hey,
Ys.
Adam, what's up?
Dr. Flair here is even giddier than me.
That I am. In my view, being on the surface instead of above it is a miracle in itself. To say nothing of the unprecedented chance it's given me to search for the original strain of Selcetan flower.
Selcetan flower. That's the name of a type of medicinal herb,
the
right?
water.
It's native to the Great Forest on the Gallia-Hispani border or something.
Indeed it is. I couldn't very well rest on my heels after hearing that's where you two were headed. The prospect of seeing it in
I'd have
its
to adjust the
natural
volume a
habitat.
bit for the game. 1 second. There we go.
Your get-up and go could put even Adel to shame. But be sure to mind your health, okay? At the rate you're going, you'll end up fainting in sheer bliss the second you stumble onto those flowers.
Well, frankly speaking,
Yeah, dialogue.
that scenario is all but guaranteed.
Well, we won't be arriving in Salsetta for a long while yet. Might as well
Oh,
kick
boy.
back a bit and enjoy the ride
Well, I was
for now.
told
don't
that
you
the
think?
demo for this game is actually pretty long. Same with the new Atlas RPG. There will be no voiceovers for this. Oh, good old Adol. This new engine is looking good. Hey, what was that? Oh, talk to him. Yeah, this is what AA games should
Having a
look like,
pleasant voyage,
but
I
everyone
hope.
aims for the moon.
You appear to be a
Guess you could say that.
So my hunch was correct. This may be no surprise to you then, but we have some
One day I'll make
extraordinary
an
sights
RPG.
coming up shortly.
I've tried. And I figured out, oh, I'm bad at coding.
Oh, what's that over there?
Mountains? No, wait. I think those are islands.
Yeah, and guess what I can't do? Art. I could write it,
Attention all
I could make
passengers.
music for it, and I could poorly program a battle system. I can't draw. I can
I am
animate
your
though,
captain,
sort of.
Victor LaSalle. Allow me to express my gratitude to you for
Yeah,
sailing with
I
us
do
on the
sort of know
Adamas
how to
today.
animate. I've used Blender and Maya before.
If you look to our
How to
left-hand
animate in
side,
that.
you'll find Obelia Gulf, famous for its
Well, no, I figured out how to animate with something else before in Maya. But then, you know, Blender came out with a free version. I'm like, oh my god, I could practice animating in this. And, Source Filmmaker too. I messed around with that also. I did try to make
This
an
current
RPG in
bout
Dota.
of clear weather
Dota
lets
2.
us see the myriad
sorta
patches
worked.
of land, both large and small, that populate these waters. It will
With
be
the
quite some time
kit.
yet before the ship arrives at our destination in Salsetta. So until then, we invite you to bask in this scenic tapestry of blue seas and beauteous
It's on
islands.
the Yeast series is on the list of games to play. So I'm thinking about it. 'Cause
Understood.
I've beaten
Let's make
Geese
haste.
1 and 2 a long time ago. Replayed it again several times.
My word, what a magnificent
So
sight.
I want to try and do that eventually again.
Obelia Golf, huh? Sure doesn't disappoint. But that reminds me, Adel.
This looks like the Tales games do. Trail games, not Tales. Trail.
You said you were looking for a western archipelago before you came to Asteria, right?
Right?
Is there any chance? Whoa!
We need the next Valheim update.
A little close for comfort, don't you think?
Yeah, Art of Rally is pretty fun. It reminds me of Neo Drift. I think it's called Neo Drift Out. It's a old arcade game. Yeah, Neo Drift Out, new technology. Old
How's a
arcade
guy
game,
supposed to take in the sights like this?
isometric racing view. I'm gonna do that for like one of my retro nights. But I only
Hey,
stream like
adult.
2 hours at most. If I stream for like 5, yeah, multiple games.
Men, prepare to hunt.
Leader-like figure.
Behold thy foes with steady hearts. Fear not thy fate, for life and death are the deities to decide. Those who fall with valor shall be ushered into their divine kingdom. Now, shout forth the name of our god!
Qualcomm really knows what to do with their budgets because they know they can't compete at the high end. So they compete at
It can't be!
A and double A. It's like the background is obviously lower poly, but all the character models
So he did hire
are a higher
mercenaries.
quality.
Shield wall! Charge!
Oh, here we go.
Stay
To fight.
behind us, Doc.
This game's always
Right.
been, the series has always been like an action RPG.
Oh? You another one of them mercs? Bit on the puny side. Sure you know which way to hold that thing, little—
What a joke. The big lug behind him would be more worth...
What difference does that make? You've still got a blade at the ready either way.
They don't know that at all.
Enough chit
Saved the world a couple of
Let's make
times.
this quick.
Press A, normal attack, lock on enemies. Cool, okay. Way.
No way. What a joke. No way.
Money! I saved the world a couple of times, man. Pirates ain't gonna stop him.
Rotten punk! You're in for it now!
You bumbling louts! How long does it take to handle one sellsword trying to play bodyguard?
Our fault, ma'am. The kid's a lot tougher than he looks.
Oh, really?
Saved the world 4 times, I think? Been a while since I
Fine
looked
then.
at the
I'll take care of him myself.
list of Ys games. No, the story of them. Audience right trigger. Page. B.
Done saying your prayers? You're pretty skilled.
Yeah, raid captains.
Oh, here it comes.
Whole lot of fuss for one
Try not to lose that red head of yours, kid.
Cinematics, I think they're in 16 now.
Princess. I must ask that you stand down. That boy appears to be no more than a passenger.
What?
We have already apprehended the captain. Right this way.
So those are pirates. This is my first
Yeah,
time
princess.
encountering them in the flesh.
Oh boy, we're in a real jam
Ah,
now.
Dogi. The bro.
Captain Victor LaSalle. I thought we had an agreement. There's a toll for sailing these waters. And you promise never to skip out on it again.
Hold on a moment. This is the last time, I swear. Whatever you do, just
Pirate.
let me live.
We both already know how this goes. Any room you had to parley was forfeit the minute you put those mercenaries on your payroll.
Stay your hand, boy. Those are no mere pirates. They're the Balta Sea Force.
Rip. Pretty unique models. Showing off all the party members in the game. So apparently, the demo has 3 chapters. It probably collects around 8-10 hours for a demo, which is pretty nifty. That's stream content, baby. I get 4 streams out of this. 4 to 5. East 10, Nordics. Karnak.
Woof! I'm stuffed. Guess good eats are a given when you set up town by the ocean. The stuff you get further inland just doesn't compare to fresh seafood.
That aside, it would seem we're going to be stranded here for the time being.
Yeah. Who'd have guessed the Adamas was cruising through these waters illegally? Obviously, the captain already paid the ultimate price for that. But I hear they're even seizing his ship as compensation for all those unpaid tolls.
It leads me to wonder what the story is behind this Balta Sea Force. To their credit, they did let Adel loose after determining he was merely a passenger.
Doesn't make those lugs any less high and mighty, though. If they look like pirates and plunder like pirates...
Like Normans, you mean?
Normans, you say?
They're a lawless people from the north with incredible seafaring know-how. Word is, they've looted their way not just here, but across the entire North Sea, raiding towns, pillaging churches, kidnapping innocents. None of it is beneath a Norman, and the Balta Sea Force makes up just one faction among them.
Sounds like your typical pirates to me. How do they get away with it?
I was given to understand that the entire region of Glia fell under Roman imperial control.
Rumor has it that not even the Empire would dare to defy the Sea Force. The Normans have had an iron-fisted grip on Obelia Gulf for ages now. Some say that it spares us from suffering under Roman rule, but they don't speak for everybody.
I see.
Hey, did you hear about what happened to the Adamas?
I did. Captain LaSalle was treading a dangerous line. He simply reaped what he sowed, if you ask me.
Won't argue with that.
Still, it's hard not to feel for the guy.
Those pirates had no right to waltz in like they owned these waters and demand a toll. Why should any of us have to play along with their made-up...
Shush! I can sympathize, but that sort of talk is best kept to yourself.
Oh, what did I do to deserve being born in Karnak
Rip this
of all
dude.
places? I see what you mean. Doesn't sound like they get the warmest reception around here.
As would be the case in any town, though this one does seem to have its fair share of hardships. It does have its charms, yes. The bevy of islands we saw from the ship, for instance, were absolutely breathtaking.
Oh, yes, that's true. We locals are so used to the view that it often slips our minds.
That reminds me, Missy. These islands wouldn't happen to come with any unusual myths or lore, would they? Our little group's got a special interest in that sort of thing.
Is that your reason for traveling, maybe? I can't guarantee there's anything that'll live up to your expectation. Let's see.
Yes, we stop myths that
If it's run-of-the-mill folktales
might
you're
explode
after,
the world.
I have just the one.
not the first time.
Really now? Do share.
Well, legends tell of what's known as the Sea King's Throne. The throne is said to be hidden away on one of the islands here in Obelia Gulf. Supposedly, whoever finds and sits upon it will have their wishes granted.
Oh, that's some juicy stuff. How about it, Adel? This do anything for you? Who are you fooling? I can see the giddiness written all over your face.
They really
hold
animate
on
the
a
facial
moment.
features that
It really
well.
is just a story.
One of Falcom's good points.
Oh, what's the harm? Let them chase their dreams. That's what being young is all about.
Yeah,
Heck,
3
back
chapters,
when I was
man.
their
It's
age,
quite a lot.
Forgive him.
For an RPG
He's
demo,
had a
too.
few ales too many, it seems. Say that throne really exists, though. What would you wish for, Rosalind?
Huh? Me? Well, for our humble little business to prosper, of course. What else?
brings a tear to my eye, it does.
Renee must be proud. It's easy to see why you're Rooseveri's poster girl.
Makes me want to spend 3 days and nights drinking this tavern down to its last drop. And I do it all with a smile. The more they rake in the cash, the happier Rosalind gets.
How sweet!
I think you've had quite enough for one day. Our apologies for bothering you, gentlemen.
Nah, that's all good.
Like they mentioned, my name is Rosalind. I'm the daughter of the owners. The 3 of you are going to be lodging with us tonight, right? If you have any issues during your stay, anything at all, just let me know. Of course! Always happy to be of service. Well, I'd better get back to work.
RPG.
Such a capable young lady. Reminds me of Lilia back home.
By the
Oh, yeah,
way,
Lilia.
Al, I know this Sea King's throne is a big deal and all, but we got some other things to take care of first if we're sticking around. The travel funds we scrounged up were only enough to get us to
No kidding.
Salsetta.
Quite right. With that in mind, I plan to pay the local clinic a visit. Upon our arrival, I noticed a flyer that said they were recruiting medical practitioners.
Well, ain't that convenient? Doesn't really solve the issue for us two, though.
Are you youngsters in need of work?
Yeah. You got any leads?
Well, both the harbor and the town militia are hiring at the moment. The docks are always short on labor. I'm certain a brawny fellow such as yourself
course,
would be
Doggy.
a welcome addition.
Lifting
And
boxes.
the red-haired lad is a swordsman, no? The militia's been on the hunt for temporary recruits, I believe.
No joke? That's great. Thanks for the tip.
Seems we have a few promising candidates.
Sure do. Let's get out there and follow up on them once we're done taking a load off.
Venturing with Adol. Okay, let's see. Menu, stats, save. Gotcha. Oh my god. Dang, that's a lot of saves. Well, another thing about this is, the demo. Your progress is, you can continue with your progress from the demo with the full version. So that's cool too. I think same with, Phantom Grismo Metaphor.
All right, you two. This is where we split up for now.
Indeed. I'll be heading to the local clinic. I may just take a look around town as well.
Let's aim to meet back up around dinner time then. Adel, I'm guessing you're also gonna...
Me.
Of course.
Seek me.
Adel? A voice?
There's no shortage of noises out here.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. It's time to start scoping this place out. You probably plan to wander the streets a bit yourself before checking in with the militia, huh, Adel? Catch you both later then.
I'm gonna wander. Drunkard. Okay, me out of town. Can you jump over the rock? Nope.
I've got to say, the quality of these Spanish leather goods is on a whole other level.
One might say the same of Obelian seafood. Rich flavors, firm to the touch. It is simply unparalleled. Rome and Hispania may be at odds right now, but I believe our transaction today has proved mutually beneficial.
To be perfectly honest, our middleman here deserves all the credit.
That attire? Is he?
Well spotted. I am indeed a Norman. However, I find that being a tradesman suits me far better than waving an axe about.
They say Normans are first-class mariners. No doubt that expertise slots in perfectly with mercantile work.
I'm flattered to hear you say so.
It's thanks to the Balta Sea Force that we're still able to do business like this during wartime. They're the ones who make sure ships from both sides can travel these waters safely.
Not having those persnickety Roman officials around to stick their oars in has been heaven sent for us as well. I very much look forward to your continued patronage.
You and me both, pal. And let's not forget to keep our friends from the Sea Force in the loop, too.
On a separate note, Romes, The militia recently informed me that an incident has blocked the highway out of town. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you have an important negotiation to attend in that direction?
Well, it's nothing I'm not aware of. In fact, I've already asked the militia for an update on the situation. Shouldn't be long before they report back.
I see. Violet-haired lad. Cat! Meow. Yeah. Word. Hey, keep your stamina sick.
You there, with the red hair.
Well, here's an unfamiliar face. You must be one of the passengers from the Adamas. Is everything all right? They didn't hurt you, did they?
Sorry for calling to you out of nowhere like that. We each have a child about the same age as you, so our motherly instincts kicked in.
Honestly, who do those Balta hooligans think they are, wreaking havoc left, right, and center? They impose an exorbitant toll on every vessel crossing Obelia Gulf, and plunder anyone who flouts it.
Some ships, like the Adamas, will try and make their way through without drawing attention. But when they're found out, they wind up like Captain LaSalle. That's for sure. Once you're dead, that's it. Nothing.
Ironically enough, the Balta Sea Force would have escorted them personally had he paid the toll. In that sense, they do their part to maintain order throughout the Gulf, which is why the Roman Empire turns a blind eye. When all is said and done, as long as we live here, those brigands' word is law.
There are far fewer instances of pillaging than before now, so we can only assume this is for the best. Still, it would be nice if our mayor could put his foot down every once in a while.
I pity the man. Having to deal with our complaints and the Sea Force's demands has him between a rock and a hard place.
Well, that's what he signed up for when he took on the job. Anyway, you just be sure to stay out of their line of fire.
I see. For the rest of the place. Ooh, herring. That's 11, I think. I think it's 7. I don't know off the top of my head. There'll be no voice acting on this stream, unfortunately. Child. examine. Probably gonna go fight some monsters. Depending. Oh, well.
Oh, you got a job for us? Huh? Wait a second. Don't tell me. You're here. Never seen you around before. But I think we're about the same age. The name's Gren. How about you? Idle, huh? Man, oh man. You've just gotta enlist. We could really use a guy like you. Wait, what's with the long face?
Don't worry about it.
Let me guess. The pay's giving you second thoughts. It did used to be slightly better for what it's worth, but the mayor slashed our budget in order to keep the militia from being overfunded. When the Balta Sea Force says jump, he asks, how high? It's pathetic enough to drive you to tears. You mean it? I knew I liked you for a reason. The only problem is, our commander and the others are out at the moment. They should be here tomorrow, though. So feel free to swing by again around noon. Call it a hunch, but I've got a feeling you and I are gonna be fast friends.
Got 3
Calling all
party members
youths.
already.
A career in the Karnak militia awaits you.
Seek me. This way.
How blocky these. Whoa, what? This is how this game looks. Models look, character models look good.
Right here. Find
Really good compared to the backgrounds. Make a dungeon game in this art style. Play Zelda. You roll because it's faster. I think. Lila shell. Interesting. Yeah, monster. You fight! Free! Yeah. It's a healing doggo.
Swordsman, can you hear me? Bestow you mana, enough power, defeat.
Hey, we can fight again. You can now use skills. I can now use skills. Hold the right button. There. Everything is going to be raid slash, so I could just mash my face on my controller.
I'm sorry. I don't any details. My name, Leela. Who? Adel. Search Island. Come find help.
miracle.
Of course, we're gonna save the world again.
So the As for this mana you mentioned, can we assume it's some form of magic?
You sure? Not that we can even tell one way or the other. That wolf you fought that just wouldn't die has me hung up too. I talked up a storm with the guys down at the docks, but none of them mentioned anything close to that.
It may well be that something is actively unfolding as we speak.
The Balta Sea Force, Mana, an undead wolf, and a girl named Leela. Doesn't seem to tie in with that Sea King's throne we heard about earlier either. It's just mystery after mystery around here.
Oh boy.
You know what that means. That's one way to put it. Sorry to hold you up like this, Dr. Flare.
Oh, not at all. It was you who allowed me to come along for the ride to begin with. Besides, I can tell Adel has no intention of leaving for Celceta as long as something's afoot.
Nothing like a little intrigue to spice up a trip. Finding that girl's gonna be a tall order, though. This Gulf's got more islands than you can shake a stick at.
The first step is to gather information. You'll also be in need of a ship.
I'll put my new job down at the harbor to use and poke around for some intel.
As for myself, the Azrat Clinic has hired me on as a temporary physician. I'll see if I can't find someone in town who's willing to lend us a hand.
Sounds like a plan. Let's kick things off first thing tomorrow morning, Adel.
This is a demo. That's a lot of stuff. Karnak, day 2. Ruffian, raid Captainus, aka the second character to use. There we go. Eh? So far, the soundtrack is one of the better later Falcom soundtracks too. It's pretty good. Good old doggy. time it real quick and see. Okay, from here. 1, 2. One, 2, 4, 5. Okay, so we have a second. Half a second. Yeah, it would take a lot of time to make models like this.
Didn't think you'd show up alone. There's something I need to double check. You're probably full of questions. Just think of this as a... So you do know of it. I won't hold back this time.
Nice try! How about this? Nice try! Gotcha! How about this? How's that?
How can this be?
Nice try! Gotcha! Eat this!
That's Spark.
Power of mana. How'd you get your hands on it? You didn't use it back on the Adamas. I could say that much. Leela? Never heard of her. Mana, on the other hand, is my people's concept of a formless power. Imbued in a sword, it brings forth victory. Imbued in a vessel, it grants safe passage. Only those chosen by the All-Father Har are able to wield it.
Arr.
Out of the Sea Force, that list starts and ends with me and my old man. And just why should I tell a louse like you? Blood and thunder. Grieger. Hardly. Most times they skulk around out of sight. Put a Grieger down with just any old weapon, mana is the only thing that can slay him for good.
Oh, it's the mechanic, the gimmick of this game.
What was that just now?
Hold right trigger.
What in hell did you just do to us? It couldn't be. Nothing like this has ever happened with me and my old man. At least now I have a good grasp on what I was sent to investigate. We're finished here. Huh? I'm a Norman. A pirate. One false move, and you might be my next kill. Can't handle that? Then pack your bags and see yourself out of Obelia Gulf. Ah! Son of a... Handcuffs? Made of mana? You! What did you pull this time? Guess not. This mana doesn't seem to be coming from either of us. Stuck tight!
Rip.
Hey, quit gawking and help! This spells trouble for us in more ways than you can count. Either we get these off, or I'm sending you back with one less hand. Got that?
Karja. That's a very name. Certainly is one.
No luck. Might well be a curse of some kind. I hate to say it, but my old man's probably the only person we can turn to at this point. He knows more about mana than I do. Whether he'll actually hear us out is a separate... What a mess. They call you Adol, right? We'll have to stick together for a while. Unless you fancy me lopping... Huh. My name's Karja. Karja Balta, daughter of Grimson Balta, Jarl of the Balta Sea. Already put two and two together, eh? Well, no time to waste. It's over by the harbor. Hey, don't stray too far. You've taken enough tumbles for my liking. Wonder if Gunnar knows anything about this. Ugh.
Oh. You save half a second by rolling.
Hey, Princess. Back already? Who's your +1?
Is Gunnar in? I have a report to make.
Yeah, I'll go get him.
Not every day you see the princess bringing someone from the straight and narrow. You her little boy toy now, or what? Wait, for real? Didn't realize you were her type. Actually, now that I think about it, wasn't that swordsman she threw down with on the Adamas also?
Hey, what are you whispering to him?
Just making small talk.
I swear.
What seems to be the trouble, Princess?
Gunnar, how many times do I have to tell you to quit calling me that?
Oh? Who might this boy be?
He's the swordsman Grimson told me to look into.
A request from the Jarl. Ah, now I remember. He was a passenger on the Adamas. I see. So we have here not only a mana wielder, but a pair of mystical shackles. What's more, the latter has rendered you unable to separate from the former.
That better not be a smirk I see.
Not at all. This isn't humorous in the least. It is, however, exceptionally unusual. Only the Jarl can make the final call here. Unfortunately, he is currently out at sea on an expedition. We do not expect him back until tomorrow.
Much rip, very rip.
Tomorrow? And just what am I supposed to do until then?
With all due respect, Princess, I must ask that you spend the remainder of your day here in Karnak.
What? But why?
It wouldn't do to have a non-shield brother accompanying us, for one thing. This may even be to your benefit from a certain perspective. What better chance to familiarize yourself with how those under our rule live and think? I believe you're at an age now where such matters ought to be considered.
Fair.
Not to mention, it is possible for this turn of events to be grossly misconstrued.
In what way?
There are those who would be only too pleased to regard this as a scandalous affair on your part. We have no need to voluntarily provide them with issues to raise at the Thingstead.
All right already. I get the message.
Adel, was it? My apologies for giving you a fright on the Adam. I am Gunnar, War Chief of the Baltus Sea Force. I'm recalling you correctly then. Your battles aboard the Adamus were very impressive. No doubt you have many thoughts on the subject, but collaboration is a must if you want any hope of resolving this. We Normans have our ways, some of which may run counter to your own. Nevertheless, I would ask that you work in concert with her and us until we manage to set you two free.
The texture on that cloth looks really amazing.
I appreciate the understanding. I will notify you as soon as the Jarl returns, Princess. Until then, travel with Adel and mind what he says.
Don't you have that backwards, Gunnar? Why are you so trusting of him anyway?
That you feel the need to ask is all the more reason to make use of this opportunity. The boy is, if nothing else, accustomed to travel. I had best return to my duties. Take care. I leave the rest to you, Adel.
Lol. I see. A boy who rolls. Let's go. I missed that. What the hell did it say?
So, this is the Azrad Clinic.
Was that the loading thing?
Some of our crew's been treated here. They do a good job, as far as I can tell.
Who is it? I'll be there in just a moment. Oh, Dr. Flair. Welcome back. Sorry again for putting you up to that house call. It should have been my father checking in with Mr. Evelees.
Now, don't give it another thought. Actually, I stopped by to ask a rather, shall we say, convoluted favor of you, Mirabelle.
Why, of course. What is it? Would it happen to have anything to do with the local celebrity standing behind you?
Yes, she is the crux of the matter, in fact.
Well, I I can certainly see why that'd be a problem. It just so happens that we've been collecting used clothing as part of our volunteer efforts. There might be something in there that'll fit you, Princess. Hmm? Is some...
No, it's just... You don't seem to be all that afraid of me.
Our clinic has a policy of helping all those who are sick, injured, or otherwise in need. That goes for everyone, be they a Roman, a Spaniard, or Norman. And besides, in your case, I would be more than happy to help. Give me just a moment, please. There we are. Alrighty, step right in.
I still don't see the problem with what I'm in now.
This goes on the outside. You just put it on, like so.
Hold it! I am a Norman warrior. How am I meant to keep an even keel in that flimsy getup?
There's no need for that. Mirabelle can handle this just fine. Let's wait and see how things turn out.
You may be right that these clothes aren't as sturdy in comparison. But, odd as it sounds, the right apparel at the right time and place can hold more power than you realize. Much like your mana, in fact.
Huh?
Clothing that suits the occasion can do wonders for your courage and confidence. For example, donning this nurse uniform fills me with pride and peace of mind. The outfit you're currently in has a similar effect on you, doesn't it, Princess? You've been told to spend the entirety of today here in Karnak. I'm positive the memories these garments hold will give you the strength to do just that. What one wears during life's biggest moments can serve as a memory in and of itself.
So that's how you people see it. Fine then. One change of clothes won't kill me. Your words won me over. Even if that bit about memories went over my head.
I knew you'd come around.
See? What did I say? Indeed. Mirabelle is quite impressive for someone her age. I heard she even has a knack for getting all the children to drink their medicine, no matter how bitter.
Dun da da da! The time has come for the grand reveal! From fearsome pirate princess to cute as a button, I present to you, Karja!
You call this cute? Drafty, more like. Huh. You really think so? Actually, now that I'm wearing it, this is a lot more mobility than I thought it would.
Consider me astounded. You're a miracle worker, Mirabelle.
Not even I thought it would go this well.
On that note, it's nearly time for you two to meet with the militia, isn't it? You should probably be on your way, Adel.
From the seeds of trouble, adventurers bloom. Have to make
The sea breeze feels better than ever. Wonder if that's thanks to this getup. Still needs some breaking in. It's not half bad. Don't think that means I'm giddy about it, though. If I catch you leering, you're dead.
oh yeah, finish my train of thought. Thing.
Why's the militia all gathered up like that? Well, just hurry up and finish whatever it is you need to do.
I want to make a game that is a roguelite that is basically the RPG mode. And there you go. Is that cool? I'm trying to make it like this. Actually, it's a good art style to rip off. Hey, he can flip in the air. Sick.
And you're absolutely sure they were dead?
No doubt about it, sir. We dealt the fatal blows ourselves. It all happened so quickly. We looked away for only a second.
Battle! You showed up just like you said you would. Wait, who's the girl? Oh yeah? Does that mean she's gonna be joining the militia too?
Huh? Why would I ever do that?
So, no, huh? Anyway, thanks for making the trip over and all, but we're actually pretty swamped at the moment. Yeah, it's almost too weird to be true. Some pedestrians were attacked by a pack of wolves on the highway outside town this morning. Our guys from the militia made sure to stamp them out for good.
I don't think I have to. Huh.
Well, just hurry up and finish whatever it is you need to do.
New person has been recorded in the cotton vest, short sword.
But the minute they took their eyes off the bodies, the whole bunch of them disappeared.
Maybe a bear came by and snatched up its next few meals?
Whisking that many dead wolves away in the few moments no one was looking? Sounds kind of far-fetched. The most likely answer is that they were never actually finished off. But, I don't know.
Isn't that man...
So it's possible these wolves escaped with their injuries and are still lurking along the road. Yet despite that, the blockade was lifted, allowing several civilians to exit onto the highway. Do I have that correct, Commander Gulliver?
That's about the long and short of it. But no matter how you spin it, there's just too much about this case that doesn't add up.
That's unusually glib coming from you. I understand the desire to stick up for your men, but remember whose shoulders... Now get moving!
Hey! I've just about had it with your selective hearing!
Hmm?
Commander Gulliver and the rest of the militia made every effort to kill those wolves and keep the roads blocked. But there's only so much we can do when we're constantly understaffed. The whole squad's exhausted. Each of us barely gets any time off. And it's all because you caved into the Normans and slashed our budget!
That's enough, Gren.
But, Commander!
The mayor's right. Keeping the people safe is what matters most right now. We're in a race against time. I'm going to need every able-bodied member on deck.
Yes, sir!
My men and I will move out straight away, Mayor Clement. We'll report back as soon as we can.
See that you do.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
Sorry, Adel. Duty's calling. If you're still interested in signing up, drop by again after things cool down a bit. Will do. Catch you later.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Probably not. Don't tell me you're bent on helping. Have it your way. So the militia headed for the Hagen Highway, huh? We can get there by circling back past the clinic. You want to follow him? Then hurry it up.
I'm faster. Save now. Skills. All the rates left. Let's go. Equipment. No ring. Whatever.
should be a good spot to rest.
How's that?
We fight everything to level up. Thing. Might as well.
I don't believe it. Every time we knock... Commander, what the hell are we dealing with here?
Couldn't tell you, but I've got a pretty good idea of why all that carrion went missing now.
Adel?
No! These things can't...
No, I'm pretty sure they're dead.
No way!
What in the world is going on here? Mana, you say? I did hear that a handful of Normans had mysterious powers at their disposal.
And you're saying that seashell there gave you the ability to use them?
That's ridiculous. You can't expect us to actually believe this.
And knee slide! God Almighty, Leela Almighty, Adel Almighty! I beseech thee, grant me thy strength! Ah, crap. No dice, huh?
Not a speck of shame in this one.
Well, Commander, now that we know the whole story, let's ask Adel and his lady friend to save the townsfolk in our place.
What?
Come off it, Gren. These two aren't part of the militia. Heck, they're practically still kids.
The mayor chewed us out enough when you first joined up. Imagine how he'd react to this.
Well, I'm not hearing any other bright ideas. You already know we can't take down those wolves ourselves. And there's more where they came from. What about all the people still out on the highway?
What?
Besides, Commander, Adel here's the guy I told you about yesterday. The one who wanted to sign up with us.
Is that... It's Adel and Karja, right? Hate to put you out, but we're gonna need you to rescue the townsfolk in our place.
Far above. If you're that set on this, then let's make it quick.
Oh, right. Take this with you.
Heal potion.
Let me know if you run out, and we'll come back you up once we're finished tending to the wounded. Best of luck to you.
Doon, 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 doon. Oh, there it is. Materials.
How's that?
That was free.
Found some already.
Something's there.
What's the big idea? Blocking the road. Don't you have any idea how vital today's negotiations are?
You do realize that they don't understand human speech, right, Dad? Anyway, I'm more worried about whether the others managed to get away safely. I can't put my finger on it, but something about these wolves gives me a bad feeling.
Hard to imagine feeling good about a wild animal attack. Anyone, man or beast, who gets in the way of our business is evil once the militia gets here.
Who are you two?
Oh, folks from the militia. A bit on the young side, but I won't complain.
Looks like I was right to think those wolves were out of the ordinary.
So much for those fur coats.
Priorities, Dad?
Shoot, good call. How would you two like a job escorting us to our destination? I'm...
Romes Carpent. You're that big money merchant from Karnak.
Well, what do you say? I can pay... Oh, for crying out loud! Cruz, you're about their age, give or take. Talk some sense into them.
No can do, Dad.
Why not?
Because those wolves just now weren't the last of them. What about everybody who ran off ahead of us? Are you really so short-sighted that you'll throw away every scrap of trust the town has in you just to close a deal? Credibility is the most important commodity a merchant can have.
What?
Well, that settles that. We'll make the sensible choice. Much appreciated.
Not done yet!
Mats, give me mats. I feel this is probably easier on a keyboard. Maybe.
This could be trouble. If the rumors are true, these things are immortal.
Then what are we supposed to do?
Well, the only option is to use one of us as bait. Just kidding. Don't worry, I'm not that cold-blooded. Run as soon as I give you the signal.
Wait! I never agreed to anything!
Huh?
Who are you guys?
Let us take care of this.
Gotcha! Gotcha!
We're...
Wow! Way to go, you two. The name's Rafe. This little fella is Ashley. I've heard those things were unkillable. Was it that weird power of yours that did them in? That's what I thought. Can't say the same for her, though.
Now's not the time to start picking nits. So, what are you doing out here anyway?
I just came out to pick some wild plants and stuff.
The kid lives on his own. Apparently, he does this every so often to earn some extra money for food. He's not short on guts, at least. I'm sure Rozo or the priest would have been happy to help if he'd asked them straight up.
Oh, stuff it. I can't stand anybody from town. And that includes you, Rafe. You're the one who went on about there being a lot of beasts around these days before inviting yourself along.
And thanks to that, you didn't walk straight into their stomachs. Would it kill you to be a little less prickly with me? I mean, you get along just fine with that little girl over at the lighthouse.
Not really. Sometimes she gives me gifts and I return the favor. That's all. I do wonder if Sash is alright, though.
This was automatic.
Of course. Just remember to watch yourselves out there, okay?
Oh, you know auto. Right, you're free.
Another one. Down that way.
You impertinent brutes! Do you even realize who you're dealing with? can't be the end. Is there no one? Anyone who will save me?
Quit screaming and hollering before you rile them up even more.
My pleas are how sluggish can you be? You should have sprung to my aid the moment you...
Excuse me? You got some nerve taking an attitude with the people who bailed you out. You're real gussied up. Doesn't seem like you're from around these parts, though.
That's... What concern is that of yours, pray?
Who's arguing? I'm just giving this high and mighty snob a warning, is all.
Snob? No, I must contain myself. My name is Millette. I am a traveler passing through. Ahem. Forgive my lapse in manners. You see, I am rather eager to continue, but those peculiar wolves litter.
Hang on. You're not about to tell us there's even more people farther up the road, are you?
Not at all.
Aye. You're better off calling it quits for now, given the situation. Take the path we came here on. The local militia will be there to protect you.
It would seem that... Very well.
That scream just... I think it came from over...
Dun, dun.
If so, it'd be a first. That's Sparrow's lighthouse. Any vessel I think the man who tends the place is living there with his kid.
Get the loot. We Zelda now. Follower of the roll. Oh yeah. Teleport. Fast travel.
Get away from there at once! Blast. There's no time to lose.
Stay back. This won't take us long.
I like this mechanic, it's fun.
Thank you for coming to my rescue. Aren't you that same lad from Rooseveri's place? Oh, never mind that. I should say so. Not only is my daughter still inside, but
Rosalind? That the girl whose family runs the inn?
Please, save them!
We'll make our way in, but whether they die or live in is a choice. I hear you.
Oh boy, tower. It loads so fast on my computer. Using all that 32 gigabytes.
Switch! Something's here. Switch! Switch!
Gold. Pops. Alright, gotta hold. Naruhodo desu. Mana string. Oh, cool. That's really cool.
Woohoo! Now this I like. Let's keep up the pace. These defenses look pretty sturdy. Let me take a crack at it first. Let's get him!
That's cool. I like the gimmick.
Here I go. Here I go. Yeah. Smash to pieces.
Can't help it. I must roll.
Can we even make it in time? Want to take a break here?
Everything's going to be fine, Sash. Someone will be here to rescue us any moment now. Take this! Don't come any closer, you bully! Leave Rosalind alone! And pick on someone your own size! Sash! Paddle?
Karja. You did good, kid. Now stay back and watch us finish the job.
Okay.
Lock on. Double smash. Oh.
Let's get this done.
How's that? Trouble! Trouble! It goes through! How's that? Trouble! Trouble! Shatter!
Your turn, Adel. Wipe the floor with it.
How's this?
Let's get him.
Switch! Here goes!
Oh.
Switch. Not here.
It's getting rough. Get back on your feet.
Sorry to put you out.
Messed up.
We got bodied.
Looking good.
I was almost a goner.
Let's get this done.
Switch!
Yay, we did it.
Wow. What in the world? That beast was anything but normal.
Hey!
Daddy!
Sash! Thank the stars. You're not hurt, are you?
Oh, that's auto. There we go. Right button.
I was so scared. Oh, Sash.
We saw how you tackled that thing, Adel. You two were awesome with a capital A. Right, Commander? I told you he knows his stuff.
That he does. Even without that strange power, his swordsmanship goes beyond his years. He and the young lady here were so in sync, I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me.
It's because of you both that Rosalind and my little girl came out unharmed. I can't possibly thank you enough.
The other travelers who were along the highway are fine as well, save for a few minor injuries. Adel, Karja, you've got our gratitude.
Oops.
Kren.
Rosa. I didn't even realize you left town. It's a good thing you're okay, though. I don't think your folks could take it if something happened to you, too. Oh, right. Me and Rosa here have been friends since we were little, so I owe you for saving her, too. Thanks a million.
Adel, just what were those creatures?
That's something we're still trying to get a handle on ourselves. But let's hold off on it until we get back to Karnak. Might be a good idea to fill the mayor in on the situation.
Head to the inn. I roll even inside buildings. Ding ding.
What a long day. Can't wait to chow down back at the inn. Wait. Do they even have any empty rooms? Then again, these cuffs will probably... We can worry about that later. Let's focus on getting some grub for now.
People. I'm 37. Yeah, you can roll in the air. Oh, they come through here. Interesting.
Switch! Hup, hip, hup, hup. Yeah! Hip.
Switch!
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 Okay. Settings. I usually don't have that on. Oh, it's not like it matters anyway. Oh, wait. Save. Save. Okay. The day ain't over yet.
Heyo, short time no see.
Almost too short.
Oh, come on, buddy. Don't be like that. I know it's a little last minute, but after talking stuff out, we decided to throw you to a welcome party, starting now.
A welcome party? For us?
Don't mind him, Karja. Really, it's more that we want to repay you for everything you did earlier. All of us are around the same age, so we hope to sit you down for a chat and see where it goes.
I'll just come out and say it. Long story short, we want to be friends with you guys.
Friends? Oh, for the love of... Fine, I'll go. Happy?
I promise you won't regret it.
That settles that. We'll lead the way.
Didn't this area used to be a shipyard?
Huh. I'm surprised you know about that.
Ship we're gonna get to.
The Sandras.
'Cause it is. This whole place is completely closed off right now.
Right this way, you two.
What's all this?
I'm glad you asked. Welcome to the secret headquarters of the Karnak Free Youth Brigade.
Ugh. Are you really still set on that whole youth brigade thing?
You never change, Gren. By which I mean never learn. Or grow up. Typical Gren the goofball.
Oh yeah? You want to say that again to my fist?
Now, break it up, boys. Is this any way to act in front of our guests?
Wait, you're... Actually, now that I get a good look, this room's full of familiar faces.
I'll say. All of us were born and raised here in Karnak, so we grew up alongside each other. This place has been our usual gathering spot ever since we were little.
I'm a bit older than the others, though, so it's been some time since my last visit.
So yeah, we still get together here every now and then.
The two of you wound up our main topic of discussion today after everything that's happened.
No sooner did we consider inviting you over than Gren the goofball here bolted out the door. Sorry for letting him off his leash. I'll bet he's pestered you half to death by now.
Keep calling me a goofball, and I might actually go brain dead. Then what'll you do?
No worries there. Your brain's been fried since the minute you came out the womb.
Dudes are savage.
We really are sorry about the trouble. Still, there are a lot of things I'd like to ask you two about. We may be in the same age group, but there's a certain aura of mystique around you.
I couldn't agree more. Would you mind going into detail about that power you used to save us?
I get the sense everyone here is trying to make you feel welcome in their own little way. You're not obliged to humor us, of course. Though I suppose you wouldn't have come along at all if you were against it.
Far as I'm concerned, the less they know, the better. I don't mind, though, as long as you cover for me halfway decently.
Well, no need to be shy. Have a seat over here and make yourselves comfortable.
You travel around in search of adventure? Get out of here! That's flippin' awesome!
Now I can see why you were so excited about the story of the Sea King's throne back at the inn.
And everything you know about sword fighting is self-taught? Man, the life you must have led.
And at only 17, too. That makes you the same age as Rafe.
Cruz and I are 16, just 1 year younger.
And Gren here finally got his dream job with the militia after turning 18, right?
Technically, he's still in training on account of all the trouble he stirs up.
That sounds about right. Wouldn't be Gren otherwise.
Ah, cram it. I forget, though. How old are you, Mira?
I'm sorry. What was that?
Might want to walk it back, or your next trip to the clinic might land you in the morgue.
Point taken.
That reminds me, Rafe. How's working away from home been? You got a live-in position at the mines in the countryside, right?
Yeah, I've gotten used to it, more or less. Plus, the pay's decent enough. Anything to help my mom out, you know?
Rafe.
Bet you don't get much free time either, Cruz, now that you're helping the family business. Guessing you gave up your goal of being a shipwright?
I may as well have. That's just the way it goes. It was only ever a childhood fantasy anyway. How are things in the militia, Gren? Commander Gulliver seems pretty put together at least.
It's fulfilling work, sure, but the commander's got less of a backbone than you would think. And by now, our rock-bottom pay is a joke everybody's in on.
Can't do much about that except complain to your old man.
All that extra money from downsizing the militia staff and budget goes towards the Balta Sea Force's protection fee. It was the mayor who made the choice to take that huge chunk out of your funding.
Hey, Gren, was it? Am I connecting the dots right about your dad here?
Whoops. Did I forget to mention? Sucks to say, but yeah. The guy you talked to at the clinic, Mayor Clement. It's ironic. I joined the militia as a way to stand on my own 2 feet, and grief is... sorry. I should know better than that.
All right, you three. You're starting to talk like our regulars over at the tavern.
Ooh, that bad, huh?
We did sound about 3 times older just now.
So, how'd you find yourself in these parts, Adol?
Up north?
Whoa now. You're not about to tell us you're actually a Norman, are you?
He wouldn't have come on foot if that were the case.
I was told you met Dogi and Dr. Flair during your travels.
Yeah? So how does Karja fit into the picture?
Me? Well, I am a Norman. Hell.
Well, I think the Norman people come in all different strokes these days.
That's true. Just look at how amicable Einar is. Besides, Karja had a hand in
Hold that thought.
What's got you?
I hear shouting.
Who could that be?
Gren! Gren! Are you in there?
Pops?
Keep the door shut and listen to me. Under no circumstances are any of you to leave that room.
What? Why not? Crap. It won't open! Pops! Pops!
What's going on out there?
Sounds like screaming. And cannon fire.
It's...
Shit! Hey! Answer me!
Waiting around in here won't do it. We gotta see what
Can't be.
But why?
Shit!
Gren, wait!
Ah, dumb. Got it. Just make sure you bring all...
Helpless to the end, that... There's no telling who we're up against, Adam. Let's go check on the commit... Rieger? Now of all times? Out of my way! How's that?
Let's go! How's that? Let's go!
Fire's gotten this far?
Let's go! Crumble! Not done yet!
Can't get through this way! Let's find another path!
Stronger than that! Not done yet! There! Switch! Switch!
Switch!
How's that?
Okay, I have to go to the camera post first. Can't I turn the camera?
Here too? Gunnar should have left by now. There's not a single lookout to be seen. We heard him screaming earlier, so where'd they get to? There are Grieger all over too. This is starting to feel less and less like your typical raid. Doesn't seem like Ren's in the area either. Let's... Ren! Where are you? Answer me! Skeeter. What happened to everyone? Yeah! Huh? Down some! Not a chance! Eat this! Switch! Eat this!
Crap! Not these things again! Sorry, I just...
Oh? What have we here?
Huh?
A woman?
Fall back! It isn't safe!
You found some stragglers, did you? A shame they aren't quite what we're looking for.
What?
Why, yes. What faster way to deal with vermin than smoking them out? And yet our target remains undiscovered. How terribly vexing.
The hell are you on about?
You there, redhead. Unlike the other inhabitants, you seem rather intriguing. Still, a miss is a miss. You'll simply have to serve me in other ways. Oh?
There's something off about you.
It healed! Doesn't that make her...
A Grieger? In human form? This is the first I've seen or heard of one.
Well, aren't we a vexatiously spirited bunch? Perhaps a little roughing up is in order, before I bring you to heel.
Here they come!
Let's say I teach you some discipline.
How's this? How's that? Gotcha! How's this? How's this?
Out of my sight.
How's that?
Out of my sight.
How's this?
Out of my sight.
How's that? How's that?
That's quite enough of that.
Skeeter! This witch.
You two sure you've got this? If only I hadn't run off all half-cocked.
What's this? My wounds aren't healing? Don't tell me you two are the ones he was talking about.
There. Another scar for the road.
Purge is awesome.
This can't be. You lowly human filth. I, Yer the Dorson, am not your canvas. Never have I been so vexed! Wretched girl, don't think yourself more than a blustering mongrel! Come, my minions!
Lord?
What the hell are these guys?
Grieger! All of them!
Shred her face into a miserable pile of flesh! That wench will know humiliation!
We're on our... Adel!
Here goes!
Here goes! Here goes! How there? Gotcha! Gotcha!
Oh, there's stuff down here. Let's go from back here.
Here goes! There! How's that? Here goes! Gotcha! Here goes!
Xenoblade sword.
Here goes! There! How's that? Let's catch our breath.
Prerequisites. Yo, am I hanging out with Odin?
Friends, you're the only person I've seen. It isn't oft I get visitors on this island as it is. Or perhaps I should say that those who come to visit are never quite aware of it. I see. A pleasure to make your acquaintance at all. Welcome to Viewpoint Isle, the site of my solitary existence for forever and a day now. Long have I been waiting upon this island, so long, in fact, that in time I have forgotten to what end I do so. But be that as it may, all I can do now is remain patient. You, on the other hand, appear to have elsewhere to return. I wish you all the best.
Yeah, I'd make a game looking like this. Make a Brandish game looking like this.
Adol! This is no no time to be spacing out!
You okay?
Revenge gauge.
Slay them at once.
What was that power just now? Forget it. This is our chance to move out.
Right.
No pity, no mercy, no forgiveness. They think this is over. Evie, to me! I don't care how many limbs you have to tear off. Seize those gutter snipes and drag them back before my feet!
That's how you say the name. What the heck?
Let's hide out at the old shipyard for now. We can flee town from—
Yeah, Rosa. Holy... What's with that walking mountain?
Another Greeker.
Adol, there's a shortcut to the shipyard over this way.
These animations, though, I like them.
Adol! Gren, hurry!
The road's blocked.
Switch!
Let's break through. The hell's that musclehead's problem?
Keep running or die wondering!
Chase section.
Now it's barrels?
Whoa, dude! They aim! Yo, that's cheap! That's cheap!
This way! The bridge!
I'm on a string across. Here goes.
What?
He caught up to us!
We'll have to fight our way past. Let's tackle it together. Here goes.
I'm not too late! Get you?
I was always a goner.
What?
Trouble!
Close call! Eat this! How's this?
Eh?
The hideout's down this way.
There's snowboarding?
Slide to the bottom!
A fallen tree? Grapple over it.
That's pretty hilarious.
They're already here? Then where did everyone else go? Shh.
Hey, anything turn? Nah,
Not a soul left to be found.
Am I crazy?
These humanoid Grieger.
Those brats from earlier must have been the only ones hiding out then. Oh yeah? And where are they now? I brought them along with. All humans are to be presented to Lady Yurth.
They were captured? Stay calm? Our friends are in danger and you want me to stay calm? Screw that! I'll save them alone if I have to!
What can you possibly do?
Son of fuck!
Adding fuel to the fire will just make everyone burn. We're out of escape routes. Don't have the strength left to trade blows with that lunk. So instead, I'll hack off my hand and act as a decoy. It's been left to rot for who knows how long. But we got nothing else to lose.
Freddy looks like the only one running. Adol's just sliding across the floor.
Alright, we're shoving off!
And they didn't even notice. Probably gonna look at all that world detail. That's how I'd make the game. Make the characters look nice, make everything else look like crap.
Let's try and meet up with the Balta Sea Force for now. Goes to show how off the wall this is. The lighthouse has gone dark, so the Sea Force should realize something's awry before long. Just our luck this had happened while Grimson's away. I'm still in rough shape. Come here. I'll teach you the basics of handling a ship. A short break will do me some good anyway. Mind taking the wheel for me?
It's Wind Waker. Okay, I'm going to
They're not coming after us. We were right to escape by boat. Set our heading west-southwest. First step is to meet up with the Balta Sea Force. How about that? You're a regular coxswain already. Guess I can leave things be a while without you running us aground. I should have some of my strength back after resting up a bit. The helm's all yours in the meantime.
Nope, I'm sticking with long.
I'd place us around halfway between Karnak and Balta Island right now. Seems you're starting to get a feel for steering. How about those humanoid Grieger, by the way? I'd never even known they existed. They won't get the best of me next time. The bestial kind's been showing up here and there in Obelia Gulf for a long time now. Me and Grimson, my old man, have been wiping him out with no one else the wiser. Some are in on it, others aren't. And I think Grimson's been making some kind of investigation into the Grieger too. But he still won't tell me a damn thing. Other than that I should look into him myself if I'm so curious. Or that carving one's path through the waters is the Norman way of life. Haven't heard so much as a scrap about it. Apparently, I started being able to use mana at around 10 years old. Ever since, I've been tasked with culling the Grieger herd without ever knowing why. I always assumed an explanation would follow once I became a full-fledged warrior. So, with that as my guiding thought, I worked as hard as I could, and, well... In what way are we anything alike? What? And now you're just playing me for a sap. How could anybody be oblivious to the whole damn... Wait, is that what ends up happening when you're born and raised in the mountains? So, there's folks out there who know nothing about the ocean. And I knew nothing of them. That why you set off on this adventure of yours? To learn more about what you didn't know? I wonder, is there more I'd like to find out too? About myself, maybe? Huh? Not sure. Something about you just raises my hackles. Why'd it take me this long to... Something the matter? Those ships. It's the Grieger. No two ways about it. Why else would they be bearing our way? They've got us in fire and... We're too short on manpower to fight our way out. One extra pair of hands on deck would at least give us a chance.
Look no further then. You mean about Karja? I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, so my head's kind of a mess right now. Let's just focus on what's in front of us. I don't want to go making another bonehead mistake.
What can you do?
I took artillery training as part of my drills in the militia.
Oh.
Cannon duty it is.
Sure thing. I'll give it my...
All right, Adel. Prepare for naval combat.
Sea battles. Okay.
This'll clinch it! This'll clinch it!
Chew on this!
This'll clinch it!
Oh!
This'll clinch it!
There we go.
Reinforcements?
Shit!
There's no end to them.
They're out to ram us!
Who the heck?
It's them!
Right then, full speed ahead.
Send a message to all vessels. Maintain spindle formation and crowd sails. From there, proceed as planned.
Aye, sir.
Oh man, my
Baltic
frame rate took a
Seaforce,
friggin'
close in
nosedive
and
during that.
prepare to board. For har!
Or har. Just yeet him into the sea.
Oh, talk about swashbuckling. There's not a trace of fear on any of them.
Aye. We wouldn't have the right to call ourselves Normans otherwise.
Still, they're against the undead. It's a losing battle.
Not for him.
Moment of truth. Let's get this over with.
Fight well, Jarl Grimson.
I won't be long.
Everything's burning.
A pleasant evening to ya. Too bad. It's the last you'll ever get.
30 FPS cutscenes. Let's go.
How'd one guy do all that by himself? Wait, is he who I think he is?
Grimson Balta. My old man, and the Jarl of the Balta Sea Force. It's not just mana either. He triggered what we call a berserker state.
What now?
On top of wielding mana, he can go berserk whenever he pleases. It's a form of combat that only develops in a select few, turning their heightened emotions into raw power. The user gains monumental strength at the cost of their senses, causing them to fight till their stamina runs dry. But from what I'm told, Grimson's got the power to bend it to his will.
Excellently done, my Jarl. The enemy force is on a reciprocal course. In retreat, most likely. Shall we give chase?
Pass. Those whore sons are like a lizard's tail, the way they always come back. I ain't letting you put my nose to the grindstone all willy-nilly.
Be that as it may, do you suppose they were intending to turn Karnak into their stronghold?
Far from it. They were only there to mount a search. Still, to think those Grieger would cobble together a whole damn fleet of their own. Guess that means the time's finally arrived.
Hey! That ship's closing in on us!
The Norgist, flagship of the Balta Sea Force.
Princess, I am relieved to see you unharmed.
Same to you, Gunnar.
Not once did I expect such an ordeal to befall Karnak. You would have avoided it entirely had I not insisted you remain there.
It's fine.
We'll be sending a scouting party to the town at once. Though you must be exhausted, we would have you recount the events to us later.
Got it.
Hoy there, Karja. Really went through the grinder today, huh?
Grimson.
What's with the getup? You suddenly develop an eye for fashion?
Bite your tongue!
I suppose that's neither here nor there. Not with everything going to hell in a handbasket. That boy over there, the mana user? Likewise. I've heard bits and pieces about what you've been through. Probably has your mind swimming in questions. I've only got one thing to say, though. You, lad, are gonna be helping us out. Can't have enough mana wielders in these trying times, am I right?
Crimson.
Hey! Hold on a second! Those goons kidnapped the entire population of Karnak.
They what?
We didn't realize it had come to that point.
Protecting the town was part of the deal my pops made with you, wasn't it? So go save them. If you don't, who will?
Oh yeah, you're Clement's boy, ain't ya? Let me offer a little reminder. We Normans ain't defenders of justice. We're lawless brick.
Chapter, okay. Karnak. Okay, I can save. I didn't think I could sit through the entire thing. Do the entire first chapter today. 2 hours. Content. There's a lot of cutscenes though.
Hey, it's in sight. The headquarters of the Balta Sea Force. And our home, Balta Island.
Whoa.
It needs to be. It's also the main port for our warships.
Man, what's gonna happen now?
I don't have a clue myself. But based on what Grimson said, you might be the one holding the key to all of this, Adel.
Let me offer a little reminder. We Normans ain't defenders of justice. We're we honor our contracts, but we do it our way. You there, Red. Where'd you say you came from?
Hey, kid, stop screwing around! Ain't Asteria that Devil's Island place? Not even we could get past the storm wall around it.
Heard an odd rumor the day before yesterday up in Promalock. Seems some red-headed kid from the north was able to get rid of the storm wall. Huh? Well, would you look at that mane? Way I hear it, hair that color you only find in the northern European mountains. Gunnar, what do you make of this?
Surely it can't be. Then
You know-
again, given what happened back in Karnak.
Things are starting to get real interesting. It's clear to me that you're a pluckier lad than you look, Red. For now, I don't care whether the rumors about you are true or not. You keep to our stern till we're back at the island. And you're staying here with him, Karja.
Shouldn't we take him into custody?
He ain't going anywhere, right?
Kept at arm's length, huh? Huh? I guess. Anyway, we're about to enter
This is a
port.
good English script. I'm gonna find a time to save, and then call it. I like it. It's a good script.
Are those stakes coming out of the ocean?
They're barricades to keep attacking enemy ships away. There are a lot of watchfires burning tonight. We've got more lookouts stationed than usual. More importantly, you two, get ready to dock.
you? Identify yourselves!
And what's with the beat-up old boat? You prisoners of war or something?
It's me, Karja, Grimson's daughter.
Karja. Princess?
Why are you dressed like that? And why'd you sail in on this junker?
A lot happened in Karnak, and these two are with me. I need to report in about him ASAP.
One of them is Mayor Clement's son. I'll look after him from here.
War Chief Gunnar! Welcome back!
Are those Grimson's orders?
Yes. Our contract states that in the event of an emergency, we are to protect the mayor's family. Gren, was it? Would you come with me?
Like I've even got a choice.
This is for your own safety. Adel, please don't worry about him. As for where you'll stay, Adel...
Miss Karja!
Hey, Easer. Came to welcome me back?
It seems everyone's gotten word of our return.
Yes, I'm glad you're all safe. You must be Adol. Is that... My name is Isa. I am a servant to the Bolter family. You'll be staying at the Bolter family lodge this evening, Adol. Please allow me to escort you there.
It seems I can leave the rest to you. With that, Princess, I take my leave. The Jarl will explain what comes next in due time, I'm sure.
Got it.
Now then, follow me, Gran.
Well, Adel, be seeing you.
Shall we be on our way as well, Miss Karja?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. I know how to ride a boat. I know how to shoot stuff. Let's go to the end of the title. Oh, wow. Alright. Outro. Go. It's a fun time. Okay, it's content. What day is it today? Monday? Tuesday? Tuesday now, isn't it? So, next stream, gonna be something else. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out. Well, maybe I'll continue with Lufia tomorrow. Maybe. Oh, no, wait. Do HSR tomorrow. Lufia on Wednesday? That's the tentative plan. Okay, cool. Oh. Lufia on Wednesday, probably, maybe. Tomorrow, HSR for a very long time. Yeah. Sounds like a good plan. Alright. That's the end of the VOD. Bye!